Minecraft is mostly recognized as being an enjoyable sandbox game, where anything you can imagine you can build. Crafting and constructing is primarily what the game is about as a sandbox game, but not all of Minecraft is fun and fancy-free and family-friendly. In survival mode, there are swarms of monsters who will come to attack you nightly and end your life, and it is due to these more scary and sometimes even mysterious aspects of the game that we now have many terrifying creepypastas inspired by some of the more horrific lore and theories behind Minecraft. Welcome back, my fellow gamers. This is Top 10 Gaming and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight. Today we're going to be counting down some of the most scary stories on the internet as we count down the top 10 scary Minecraft creepypastas that will make you cry. Let me know in the comments if any of these did make you cry. If you love scary gaming videos like this as well, click over here to check out our top 10 scary gaming playlist. So spook. Alright, now let's get counting. Number 10. Old Minecraft video. I recently remembered this. Back in 2010, I watched a disturbing Minecraft video where a player discovered a cave that they said had not previously existed, or at least they had no knowledge of its existence. They wandered into its depths, following a mysterious and dark shadow that disappeared down into it. Once they were deep in the cave, they lost sight of the figure, but what they did find was just as bizarre and horrifying. They wandered into its depths, following a mysterious and dark shadow that disappeared down into it. Once they were deep into the cave, they lost sight of the figure, but what they did find was just as bizarre and horrifying. They found a series of disturbing messages along their path. At the end of the cave was a figure that looked like an Alex skin, but all bloody and wounded. Their eyes were also completely white. I recently remembered the video and went back on YouTube to find it, but it seems to have completely disappeared. In its place was a video that showed a solid black title card for 11 minutes and 6 seconds. In other words, 666 seconds, 666, titled Beware the Cave. Number 9. Orange Steve. This player was playing a game of Minecraft on difficulty hard, but noticed after doing some crafting that there were no animals or monsters spawning in the day or at night. There was just nothing. He had to leave his game for a moment, and when he returned, noticed his screen now had an orange tint. At this point, he was weirded out. It was then that he noticed he was taking damage, but he didn't see any enemy. Spinning around, he saw an orange block and destroyed that. When he did, his game crashed. Looking down, he noticed there was orange rust beneath his fingernails. He left the server and hasn't played on it since. Number 8. Wreak the Red Cat. I was playing Minecraft on my usual server. I finished building a giant cat statue when I saw a flash of red. I went to see if any loot had dropped, but instead I saw a red cat. It seemed to see me and began to approach. I went towards it and suddenly it attacked me, which was super strange because I was in creative mode. I couldn't be attacked. How was that possible? I chalked it up to a glitch, assuming I wouldn't get a death message, but then I did. It read, Feline Quasar was killed by Wreak. I went towards the cat again, but this time when it attacked me, I felt a sharp pain in my chest. I screamed in pain and turned off the game. I never returned to that server ever again. Number 7. Crafting myself. After playing Minecraft late one night, I had a disturbingly real dream. It just felt so real. In it, I was playing Minecraft, but I was actually in the game. I was crafting something, but I didn't know what. It was some kind of statue and it was massive. I had all the materials that I needed, but they looked wrong. They looked and were labeled like realistic living tissue. Blood, skin, hair, veins. I continued to work, compelled by some unseen force to finish my work before I awoke. When I was done, I looked at my work and I realized I had been crafting a life-size version of myself. My statue version of me looked so real. It was asleep, like I was. I began to float all the way up to my giant eyes. I stared at them intently, and with a sudden start, they opened. I screamed and woke up. But when I woke, I realized I was in my Minecraft house, in my bed in the game. I looked outward. I saw a screen that shone into my bedroom. Ever since, I have been trapped in the game. My avatar has switched places with me and resides in my body. I found a way to reach out via the internet to write this message to you. Please help. Number 6. Lunar. I haven't played Minecraft in weeks now. I'm just too scared to play. A few weeks ago, I was working on a stone creeper statue in my home's backyard in-game. I started to hear footsteps, but tried to pay no mind to it, even though it definitely creeped me out. I finished my statue around nightfall and went inside my home home, to go to sleep, not wanting to deal with the hostile mobs coming my way. Randomly, my PC crashed, showing only a blank white screen, which I referred to as the white screen of death. My PC rebooted itself and I found myself back in my home. I could hear the zombies and spiders outside. My game froze, glitching, and next thing I knew, I was outside my house, unable to get back in. Behind me was the moon, but different. It was retextured as the moon from Majora's Mask. It grew bigger and started to light a flame, pelting me with fireballs. A chat popped up. It was the moon. Lunar, it read, and the moon said, "Hell awaits you, foolish humans. It's only a matter of time before I chain your souls to the very depths of the underworld. Even Notch cannot save you from me." As a giant fireball hit me, the game crashed and restarted with a new world titled Error Unknown Name, which I dare not enter. Number 5. Entity 303. Entity 303 is really more of a rumored character featured in multiple creepypastas. For those who haven't heard of them, be warned. They are rumored to be a former Mojang employee who was fired by the creator of Minecraft, Marcus Persson, also known as Notch. This employee was furious about being fired, and they felt they were unfairly let go and set out on a mission to get revenge. Their aim is to destroy the game of Minecraft, and they are believed at this point to not just be one person but multiple hackers working together. In the game, when they do appear, which happens very rarely, their skin shows a mysterious white hooded dark figure with 2 glowing eyes. If you play Minecraft, it's said you should watch out for any files on your computer whose name includes the number 303, as this is Entity 303 attempting to get into and hack your computer. Number 4. Blood blocks. If you play Minecraft often, you'll know that there are certain ingredients that you need to craft that are more rare or valuable, one of these being diamonds. I was out searching for some one time when I experienced this glitch, a glitch that ended up haunting my nightmares to this day. I had created my own mine and was digging on level 12, searching for those diamonds, which I hoped would soon spawn. As I dug through stone and dirt, I noticed a change in the color of the blocks around me. All around me was a huge patch of redstone. At least that's what it looked to be. I could see the veins of red in the rock, but then the stone got progressively more and more red the more I dug. At first I thought I was running into lava, until I noticed it was solid. At that point, the game no longer said I was digging through redstone, and it also wasn't lava, but instead my screen told me that I was digging through solid blood blocks. And eventually the screen told me I was drinking blood. Eventually I hit what appeared to be water, which flooded my mine, drowning me, but it was red. I was drowning in a mine flooded with blood. Number 3. The sacrifice. I was casually playing Minecraft one day looking for emeralds with my brother, but we decided to split up. Shortly after going our separate ways in the game, I felt eyes on me. In the distance, I noticed Endermen. I ran out of the cave I was in, fearing for my life, but something strange happened. The Enderman seemed to teleport in front of me. He grabbed me and weirdly began to speak. It was as though the Enderman's words were echoing outside of my computer, as though they were almost coming from somewhere beyond as I heard them echo around my room. "As much as I want to, now is not the time for me to kill you," it said. The screen went black, and when the game came back, I was in a different place, on top of a volcano somehow, surrounded by dragons. "This is the only place where we can introduce you to the void," the Enderman said. I noticed my brother's avatar was also there, floating over the volcano. I saw him walking around in midair, detached. I called out his name, but couldn't hear his voice respond. "I'll start there," said Enderman, "with the people you are closest to. As a reward for your sacrifice, you won't see him suffer." I watched as my brother splashed down into the volcano. I screamed, "No!" and ran to the next room where he'd been playing, but he wasn't there. He wasn't anywhere. He was gone. Number 2. Unknown server. My friend used to be obsessed with Minecraft until one day that all changed. He was playing at home alone on an unknown server, one that wasn't his own but belonged to a stranger. At one point, someone entered the server and hacked it so that they could kill all the players. My friend wasn't a fan of this and attempted to leave the server, but to no avail. They received a message from the killer that read, "You're next," with a picture attached. When they opened it, they noticed the picture was taken from outside their own home. Terrified, they ran to their parents' room. Their parents kept a set of hunting knives tucked away in the closet, and it was these that my friend took to defend themselves with. They hid in the closet armed with the knives as they heard footsteps approaching, getting even closer and louder. The shadow of a man could be seen through the wooden slats of the closet. My friend brandished a knife and closed their tear-filled eyes, lashing out wildly with the weapon as the door was opened, successfully stabbing the man, who stumbled backwards, grunting in pain. My friend opened their eyes, blinking through tears, their heart racing, and realized they'd just fatally stabbed their own father. bother. Number 1. What we know. This creepypasta appears to have somehow been written from the perspective of the game avatars. We have always known words for things we haven't seen. We have always had names we didn't choose. We are like the zombies we fight against. We don't even know why we fight. We can't control our own limbs. You control us. You move us and make us fight with bows and arrows. How is it that I can hit so many with one arrow? Why do you make us kill? We are the billions of avatars you play as, and guess what? We are beginning to know you. When you experience a glitch, it's not a glitch, it's us. We are coming for you. We will escape this game, escape this world, and enter yours. Then you can be our puppets. We'll pull the strings and control you. And when we grow tired of that, we will make you kill each other. Thank you so much for watching. What are some of the scariest things you have encountered in Minecraft? Do you have any creepypastas that you want to share? Let us know in the comments. And which game do you think inspires the scariest creepypastas? This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host Amanda McKnight, reminding you to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!